So you want to learn how to escape the matrix. Of course, there's a humor aspect to calling, life the matrix, but if you actually take a look at the movie, I mean, honestly, it's not far from reality. Now, of course, the movie is way more fictional, but we can all agree that we are in some sort of matrix. Now, of course, however you define it is how you define it, but basically, we are in a matrix. Look at everyday people, right? They get in their car right early in the morning to rush to work, to almost get in an accident on the highway, to go to a job that they don't like, to be told when they can use the bathroom, when they can go on their break, when they can go home to their family, and what days you can actually be there and not be there. In my opinion, that's no way to live, and I think a lot of other people can agree with me on that.
Oh my God!
Now, it's fine for us to sit here and talk about this, but now we have to decide where we're gonna go from here. You can decide that, you know what, this is just the way the society is. I can work, I can put money into a retirement account, and I can retire and live comfortably. If you don't agree with that model though, and want something else out of life, something more out of life, I recommend watching this video and speaking and listening to other people that are like-minded, people who don't want to live the average life, people who think that there's a way out. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys 5 ways that I believe you can start to escape the matrix. So step number 1, you need to identify and understand where exactly you are currently sitting. That's gonna be your personal finances, your health, your relationships with your family, what job you're in, if you're self-employed. You need to write all that down and understand just where you're at. Because of course, it's great to talk about these things like I was saying, but we have to understand where we're at, and we need to understand also where we want to go. If we don't understand where we're at and where we want to go, then this is all just a bunch of talk and with no action. First step is going to be identify where you're at and what your goals are. If you are married with a couple kids and a mortgage and an okay job, you need to understand that and identify that. And then of course, you need to understand what your goals are. Do you want to have a house paid off to allow you to work a job that maybe makes less money, but you enjoy more? Maybe start a new business. Maybe just do a sales job and make a ton of money and put it into investments. You need to understand what your goals are and the actual number for that goal. Next step is to understand that money is just an illusion. It's actually backed by nothing.
Oh my God!
It's not backed by gold. It's kind of just an illusion that they print. Now, I really recommend looking at fractional reserve banking just to get a better idea of exactly what money is and how it's being printed at an astronomical rate. But we'll keep this video simple. To say money's not real and then just absolutely have none of it is just foolish. Obviously, you need money to get ahead in this life and become free. But you do need to understand that it's just a piece of paper and it is strictly just an illusion. Once you're getting a better perspective on the world and how money is actually created and it's not really real, what I want you to do is maybe you're working a job right now. Most people are. You need to start a side hustle. And that could be anything. There are hundreds and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of businesses that you can start from your house today with either zero or very minimal money to start. If you're watching this YouTube video, I would bet a lot of money that you have looked up other business models on YouTube. Now that you've actually looked stuff up, what you need to do is start it, because if you never start the business, you'll never make enough money to actually escape the matrix. The reason I say to start a business while you're working a job is because businesses take time and capital. And a lot of times they don't start actually being able to pay out that capital towards yourself to live after a while. Again, if you also take the profit and use it to live, you can't scale your business as fast and you won't have as much money at the end to actually live off of if you're constantly pulling from that income. Literally just have any job, preferably one that doesn't take time outside of the job, meaning you can leave the work at the workplace and go about your day after you're done. In the last video, I actually talked to you guys about how you can make $500 to $1,000 per day while working a normal job. I would check that out. It's linked in the description down below. Do a day job that is relatively easy, that pays enough money for you to live okay. With the extra time and money that you have, you need to use that time and money towards a business. The business can literally be anything, but the most important part is that you stick to it and you're consistent with it. So the fourth thing is to avoid lifestyle creep. So as you have your side hustle working and you're working your day job, you're gonna start to make more money. You're going to start to be able to save more money and invest more money. What you need to do is avoid lifestyle creep. Perfect example is someone who's making, say, $30,000 a year. They can live off of that in a lot of areas. They won't be loving life and living luxurious. However, you can live off of that much money. Now, say they get a new job or they're working a side hustle or a bonus, and say they're making 50 grand a year now. Instead of taking that $20,000 before taxes obviously, and using it to spend for a new lifestyle. Whether it be a new apartment, a new car, going out to eat, or just stupid spending, save that money and invest it. You need to save and invest it because you need to avoid that lifestyle creep. If you could have lived and you have lived on the 30,000, save whatever else you make. A lot of people are concerned with the matrix, but the matrix really in real life is just lifestyle creep. You're trying to impress people that don't care about you, that you really don't even know. With a new car, with a new nice apartment, with a bigger house, with better clothing, it really doesn't matter. Do you value your freedom more or just impressing people that don't really care about you? You need to ask yourself this question, and if you answer correctly, you can escape the matrix. The fifth and final step is to look at alternative ways of living that aren't based on what society deems successful. For instance, you could buy a townhouse in the area that I'm in, and it's about $250,000, $240,000. You could also buy a single family house for about $400,000. Instead of maybe going for the $400,000 house, maybe start with a townhouse and pay it off. That'll maybe get you the flexibility and the freedom to ditch your day job and go all in on your side hustle and turn it into a full-time job. You can pay off a house, maybe pay off the house, and that will reduce the expenses monthly. Maybe instead of putting a bunch of money in your Roth IRA, you can use that money to start your business and might make way more money in a way shorter period of time to break you free from the matrix. Whatever way we want to spin it, whatever we want to call it, the matrix is very real, and essentially it's just lifestyle creep and not having assets and having a bunch of liabilities. So you need to be smart with your money. You need to understand how to make it, keep it, and multiply it. If you can do those things, you can successfully escape the matrix in a very short period of time. So that's all I have for you guys right now. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe it motivated you guys to save more money and invest more money into assets to get out of this rat race that we call the matrix. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more videos. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Show me that you guys are liking the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.